I truly hope that people don't use this technique for bad purposes or to manipulate people, but it's my job as an evil salesman trainer to teach you these things. So I'm going to teach you guys how to persuade people using the power of emotion. So it's a 3-step process. Okay. So number 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I'm sorry, 4-step process. Okay. So sometimes I get lost too. So number 1. Okay. So every single time you're trying to speak with someone, okay? If you want someone to open up to you, get them to open up, you have to build rapport, meaning you have to get them to open up somehow. So every single time I talk to someone, right, I actually talk about off-topic things. Hey, you got something on your wall. Hey, tell me about this. Hey, tell me about, hey, what did you do in the past? Something that's off-topic that what I'm here to do. For example, on sales call, I talk about something off-topic for the first couple of minutes to get them comfortable, okay? And you can do this in person. It does not have to be a sales call or sales meeting, okay? So a couple of ways to do this is 3 ways. So the first one is called mirroring. So pretty much, let's say they're doing this, okay? They're just doing things, and you pretty much do this, but just don't do it immediately. Kind of do it, okay? If they have a pen on their hand, don't do it. Don't seem creepy, okay? In a couple of minutes, just start doing this same stuff. Try to mirror them as well, okay? If you mirror their posture, if you mirror their style, guess what? They're gonna start liking you. They're gonna open up. That's number 1, okay? Number 2 is pacing with your voice and your volume. So if they're talking slow to you, you wanna match them, right? And if they're really, really fast, you wanna also go ahead and match them the speed up fast, right? The pacing is super, super important, okay? And 0 to 1 method is something unique. Let's say someone shows up on a Zoom call, or if I meet someone and they have a problem going on, because if they're seeing me, they have some sort of problem in their business, right? Sometimes, okay? In that case, it's my job to fix it, okay? In those cases, I will see that energy. I will see that emotion. I've been doing it for such a long time. I feel it, right? They're like, oh, it's not working out. So what I'll do is I'll try to go from 0 to 1. So here's how it works. So when I see someone with a low energy, I kind of match them. I do, like, hey, how are you? And then slowly, gradually, I'll uplift myself, okay? And when I do that, you know what happens? They uplift themselves as well. Because as human beings, we're all trying to, mirror other people, okay? It works, okay? So try that on your next conversation where you're trying to uplift someone. You can do it you can go reverse on it too. If you want to get someone to get sad from happiness, you could do it. In theory, you could. And I've done it a lot of times on my VSLs where I have to, get a happy person on the videos to feel that emotion, get that emotion pain out so I can show them how to solve it with my product or service. That's why I said these things, okay? I hope you guys, use it for the right purpose, okay? For selling right solutions, not for manipulating people in doing things that's not good for them. Sometimes we have to use people's emotion to get them to, hey, do the right thing, okay? And this is where you want to use. So build rapport, okay? Number 2, okay? Number 2 is the facial emotion. So, okay, people might say something from out of their mouth, but their facial emotion will tell you, okay? So you have to just Google facial emotions, and you need to learn about surprise, anger, sadness, joy, fear, disgust, and contempt, okay? So take a look at these faces, okay? So you'll subtly see it in their face. For example, you're talking to someone about something and they feel disgusted. They might be like this, but you see like this, that they're disgusted. You'll see that it's easy, right? The thing, for example, sadness, right? Sadness is pretty much you see everything relaxed. It's not like that, okay? And happiness, the true way to know if someone's happy is not, in here in the US, I hate it when people do hi. That's I don't know if I can cuss on. I think this one's gonna be on live. I do cuss on my platform here. I have a platform where I cuss all the time. But okay, but you get the idea, right? So how do you know if someone's truly happy? This thing right here. So pretty much this stuff I learned about it through this. I forgot the test. Okay, it was there was a research lab that's closed now. Okay, but they did a research on human facial muscle. There's so many muscles, and they tracked every muscle. And I was fortunate enough at some point to get access to that for free. Okay, I think they spent millions of dollars. I forgot the name of it, and I think it's shut down. I think it was a European research thing. Okay, but the point is, make sure to watch out for people's facial emotion. Okay, that's super, super important. Okay, and you'll see it, Okay, even before it comes out of their mouth, you'll see it here. And sometimes you can change people's mind. For example, let's say you said something, right, and you see them about to talk, you can interrupt them and change their mind. It's doable. It's doable, okay? As an evil salesperson, I do it all the time to get people to, find the right product solution, okay? So that's so know that, okay? That's number 2. So number 1 is getting them to open up, facial emotion. You figure that out, right? And then, okay, so whenever you're talking to someone, right? Whenever I talk to a prospect or a business owner, see, things that are coming out of their mouth is not really what's on their mind. Let's be honest, because the thing is, they have something else. Something else is a problem, but they think something else is. So does that make sense? So you have to be able to detect lies. Okay, I use 3 things, and it always works for me. Okay, so number 1 is the eyes. Okay, watch my eyes. Okay, so I blink, but I don't blink like this. I don't do that, right? It's normal blinking speed, okay? And it's and you won't notice that in a lot of people, but if you just keep an eye on their eyes, you will see that's going to happen to them, okay? So something is not right, okay? So wait, before that, okay, detecting lies, I forgot. Okay, so what exactly is a lie? So a lie is pretty much, truth is being covered up, okay? So whatever is the truth, they're trying to cover it up with other stuff, okay? Their body language, the speech, and things like that, okay? Truth is, so when someone's speaking the truth, you will see that they're happy, and then the entire emotion, facial emotion, the speech, the body language, it all aligns. But if something is unstructured, it's called leakage, right? And again, if someone's a pro, they can't have that leakage. I do it all the time. So I'll give you an example. So as a normal human being, I have good days and bad days, right? On my bad days, I still have to take the calls. I still have to go see a client. I still have to solve people's, put fires out, right? On those days, I cannot let my, emotions come here. So I know how to align it, and you can do it too, okay? But it takes a lot of practice. But normal people if they haven't been trained for this, they can't do it properly, okay? Sometimes I'll have a leakage too, but that leakage only happens in my personal life, okay? It doesn't happen in my professional life. Does that make sense? Because in my personal life, it is what it is. In my professional life, when I'm talking to a salesperson, I have to. Everybody's wearing if you're you're wearing a mask, everybody's wearing a mask, okay? So let's say, for example, I'm talking to a business owner about a problem A. I have to create that aura, that personality to get them to, buy our solution, okay? As long as I'm not harming them. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go back here. So leakage, okay? So if things are not aligned, they're lying. Just make sure of that. So eyes is they blink like this, okay? Now, gestural strip it's a really cool stuff. So pretty much you're talking, right? And they do something they tap, or they have a piece of paper, and they're just doing this. They're just keep doing this. So you're talking to someone, they keep doing it right here. They keep drawing and things like that. What's happening is they're releasing stress. Just know that, okay? Again, doesn't mean they're always lying, but that they're listening, but their mind is somewhere else. Does that make sense? In that case, what you can do as a salesperson is, hey, Linda, do I have your attention? Hey, Bob, do I have your attention? Interrupt it, okay? Now, last but not least, there's a bunch of stuff, but the speech, okay? So, and then shorter or longer than usual. What does that mean? So, see, I speak super fast. I speak fast, okay? Normally. I do mirror, but I speak pretty fast. Now, if all of a sudden, when I don't need to, if my speech is shorter like this or Okay. Or it's super fast, right? So if it's out of the, if I break a pattern, if someone breaks a pattern, that means something is off, okay? And then and okay? That means that, okay, when you have to talk about something truthful, right? Most of the time, you say some master manipulators can fake it. It's doable. Okay, I'm not telling you that this is the definition of this. Okay, we're human beings. We're adaptable. We can change things. Okay, I've done webinars, right? I've done webinars where my camera is off, or I'm on a sales call, right? Where I have my phone like this here. You know, I'm just laying down like this, but my voice is like, hey, what's up, Bob? How are you doing today? How can I help you? Hey, yeah, that's amazing. I can do that because I've done it like thousands of times, okay? I can create that energy with my voice, okay? Back in the day, you know how I used to make cold calls back in the day? I used to stand up. I used to walk around, pace. That's how I learned. But as you do it, you know, as more and more, you get to master it, okay? That's called the mastery phase, okay? So you got it. So let's recap. You build a report, you decode emotion, okay? And you detect lies, okay? Now, this is the power, okay? So once you know these things, you can figure things out, right? So if you have these things, you can interrupt them, you can fix it. Now, last but not least, okay, number 4, art of suggestion, okay? So I talk about this on one of my books. You can get the web version for free, okay? It's called cognitivebias.io. It's a book, okay? Get it if you want to. I don't care, okay? If you are a member of Evil Salesman platform, you have it for free on the system, okay? Take a look at this stuff, okay? I talk about stuff like this all the time, okay? So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, I'm going to make this video for public. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you should. There we go, okay? Let's get back. Okay, so you should always advertise your stuff, okay? Always do that, okay? So back to the stuff. So art of suggestion, okay? So this is where you subconsciously get people to do things that you want them to do. Negation, okay? So a lot of you guys who are lawyers or have done LSAT, I think, never mind. You know negation, right? So you tell people not to do something. Hey, don't look at that. They will end up doing it, okay? Don't think of a polar bear. You just thought a polar bear. Hey, don't worry about this, right? Don't worry about growing your followers right now. We will work on it next month. Don't lose sleep. X, Y, and Z. Okay, you can suggest it. Okay, I said don't. Okay, it comes to your mind, right? But I can also do it in a different way. I can say, hey, if you don't get this right now, you're gonna lose sleep tonight. And wonder why you didn't get it. Might as well just get it right now instead of waking up at 2 a.m. You know, in their brain, most of my clients, they can't have that thought in their brain because our brain works like it's on my book. If you, so our gaps, right? If things, let me see if I can pull it up. Let's find it, okay? I wanted to show you the book as well. It's called Curiosity Gap, okay? There's a bunch of these things. Okay, nudge. Okay, nudge. We'll talk about that in a bit, but there's a different one. I want to show you the example. It's called Curiosity Gap. It's somewhere here. Framing is a good one. Oh, it's here. It's on page 33. Okay, so yeah. So you see, like, you know, clean, you open up a loop, but you don't close it, okay? That's what it is, okay? Now, so number 2 is repeated embedded commands in a sentence. For example, if you want someone to do something, and you have to do it when they're open-minded. That's why everything else above is so important, okay? But because you have to get them to open up, you have to get them on the right emotional state, okay? And then you go ahead and embed it in their minds. For example, okay, I want someone to feel, you know, happy. I'm starting to feel energetic right now. I embedded the word feel energetic, right? You do it a couple times. People don't, So I read about it on a book, okay, because there's been research done on it, right? And I was like, I'm skeptical, and I tried it. I tried it for many years. It seems to work, and now I believe it because it worked with my clients, okay. So try to embed commands on your sentences. That might be really cool, okay. So intentional omission. So pretty much means that you intentionally say, now even bigger, now 10 times more. Hey, this is amazing food that's going to delight you. That's going to make you feel X, Y, and Z, even if. So I'll give you an example. So, okay. So let's say you invite your friend for dinner, okay? And you tell your other friend, and let's say you're an average cook, okay? You have a other friend, okay, that comes with you, and he says, he's like, he had the food. Oh my God, this food is so good. Even if the food is average, the other person's perception is going to try to come close to the good, even if it's like super bad. Okay, it's gonna say it's bad, but like they're gonna try to match that good. Okay, your brain is trying to be socially accepted and trying to match that level. Does that make sense? So try being intentional and missional. Hey, XXX, not XXX. I meant X means you get the idea. 10 times bigger. Okay. Feel great. Become a top 1% marketer. To become a top 1% marketers are part of evil salesmen. See, you can do these things. Okay. But again, like I said, these things, if you use it incorrectly, you'll cause harm. Okay. You will do things that you should not. But if you use it correctly, you can do so good things. Okay. But that's pretty much it.